Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about what I have been up to. Before we get to the content, please be sure to like this video, subscribe so you can get more content in oil and gas and professional development topics, and please be sure to comment on the video below so I can incorporate your feedback into future videos. Please be sure to hit that notification bell when you do subscribe, because I'm going to upload way more than I have in the past. Well, let's get to the content. Okay. So what I meant to say is that I have picked up a couple positions in terms of leaving corporate America. The first one is I started my own business, which is Iron Lady Energy Advisors, which I already explained in a previous YouTube video why I started that. And today I'm going to talk about the other job, Chief Growth Officer of OPXAI. Now you might be wondering, Yoshi, I have so many questions. If you care. But what is OPXAI? What is Chief Growth Officer? What exactly do you do? Now that you're not working a typical 9 to 5. Well, I'm having the time of my life. A Chief Growth Officer is a combination of business development and strategy for a company. So what I do is not just grow the business as a chief growth officer, or take the quotes out, as a chief growth officer. I'm helping figure out the direction of the company. I'm helping figure out what is some of the expertise that I've had in production, reservoir engineering, and with a few operators that have worked around the Permian, how to grow the business. So now you're going to ask the next question. Well, what is the startup that you're up to? Okay. OPXAI is a production optimization focused startup where there's several products and services that they provide. And I'm not going to go straight to it, but the mission is enabling production optimization, enabling real-time failure and a real-time failure identification to enhance preventive maintenance instead of reactive or break-in kind of work. There is another service where we provide integrated operation centers as a service, or IOC as a service. It's a play on software as a service, or SaaS. I can go on and on, but I don't want to make this a commercial pitch. All in all, there is to say is that I work in the production operations space by combining data science and data analytics and riding that digital transformation train. And as where I fit in and where I see making myself as a good fit for this particular position, I've developed a network and developed my brand over the past 15 years. I've worked for a number of Permian operators in Midland and in Houston. I've worked primarily as reservoir and production engineering roles, and I've definitely I've heavily integrated data science and data analytics into my roles. So with that being said, I think I have the expertise over the past 10 years to go through this new role, and I couldn't be any happier. Now you may be wondering, how are you going to balance Iron Lady with OPXAI? Well, the truth is, with Iron Lady, the business is going to keep growing. The contracts are always going to be there. And I have the flexible work schedule to work on Iron Lady and work on OPXAI. And the question ends up becoming is how I manage my time, which you don't have to worry about. I can make a video on that. But the time management is based on the energy levels that I have and my passion to work on certain projects and maintaining that discipline on working on those particular projects. I can't not work a certain day just because I don't feel like it. I'm going to have to do some investment. But the flexibility comes with how I manage my hours, how I manage my time. It's not like I have to go to a certain location at a particular time and leave at 8-9 hours later, and then only having a certain period of a break to to scarf down your lunch. So the connotations that I'm using make me realize of how much I'm enjoying this new path. And I don't know if this is a honeymoon phase of this new path, but I thought I'd share the things that I've been up to. And I've really been enjoying myself. Should you choose to take the leaving corporate world path, my suggestion is that I still think you need to do your time in the corporate world to develop the rapport and the expertise. And then you can make that decision whether if you want to make the leap or not. Now, you may also be wondering, well, how much time do I spend in corporate America if that's not something that I really like? And that's completely up to you. I've known people that have developed products and have stayed in corporate America for only a year before they went out and did their entrepreneurial journey. And some people have waited until their 60s, until they were given a severance package from a company that they've worked for a number of years. And they were like, well, I guess it's time to go off and do something on my own. There is no right answer to when you want to make the leap. I made the leap after 10 years, and I made the leap knowing that I wanted to do it well before. So now I just feel more than prepared to venture off into this world. I'm not saying I know everything, I don't. But I know that I'm excited about it. I know that it wakes me up in the morning and gives me a pep in my step. And I haven't been able to say that for all the jobs that I've had. So, for what it's worth, I'm really enjoying where I'm at. And I wanted to provide some clarity about what exactly I do. Because I know a lot of people will come up to me and ask me, where exactly do you work? What exactly do you do? I've never heard this title before in a C-suite before. Well, neither have I. Until I came up with it. Or I did some research and come to the conclusion that this is probably a suitable title for me. Or a suitable scope of work. Because again, we're not chasing titles here. We're chasing scopes of work. This is Yoshi Pradhan. If you're Desi, you can call me Yoga Pradhan. And if you can pronounce it, if you're not whitewashed, I'm signing off.